All right, this is where I get a lot of what I know, okay, and then I just apply it to, you know, my everyday life. And I look at my surroundings and I observe everything and I call things out the way that I feel that it's putting its influence out there and whatnot. So, let me just say, I mean, if you really uh, want to educate yourself, um, then, go read about the Georgia Guidestones. Go read the entire, as much as you can. There is a website you can go to look at it, and it's called Agenda 21. And then, you can also look up Agenda 2030. You can also look up what is it? Executive Order. I think it's 130303, something like that. And JFK actually had an executive order. You can look up 11110. I believe it's four or five ones and then a zero, but I believe it's four ones and a zero. I'm not too sure. I haven't seen it in a while, but I have it saved. I just can't look at it right now. And Executive Order 10303, okay, is basically Obama stating that the government is going to seize control of all in every natural resource and do away with guns, so that you can't fight back. So when the shit hits the fan, and it will hit the fan when, I don't know, but it will, unless enough people fucking do that so-called wake up thing. And I mean, all it is pretty much is to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what they're doing, not just in this country, but all around the world. But what this country is basically doing with all its wars and shit, and I mean, there's a bunch of stuff out there, that can be researched and watched and read and whatnot. I mean, there's just a ton of it. You just need to take, the time. It just takes a couple minutes every day, or maybe so many hours a week. It doesn't matter. It depends on how much information you can take in. So I mean, I've already gotten a few views on this channel. It's brand new today, so I'm just putting out as many videos as I can. Only because, well, it's just not really a video. It's just more like an actual audio recording, but that's fine. I really don't think people need to know my face. I mean, they're just gonna sit at the computer and like, wow, okay, and really not pay attention. So this way, I figure if I leave my screen black, people will, if interested, will just listen. Hell, if anything, I've been known to put people to sleep. So anytime that I talk, it normally puts people to sleep. But yeah, like I said, there's just all kinds of things that you can look up. I mean, quotes from like Gandhi and Hitler, and look back to the JFK announcement, pretty much. So I mean, it's just all kinds of stuff. You know that I mean, free willing, you can just look up. But the thing is people need to be able to take the time to look things up. I mean, it's not even so much a thing of interest. I mean, if what goes on in your world isn't interesting enough to make you go and look things up and see who's saying what about what, and you know, not so much to follow your politicians, but at least listen to the fucking bullshit that they're spewing. You know, and here's another thing. It'll never happen, but I would just love for one day, when it comes time for election day, to vote on a president that nobody votes. Just I would be just totally amazed if that ever happened, and then people would really be able to see the outcome. Okay, because they're gonna put in office whoever the fuck they want to put in office. And I mean that's the game that they play. They say freedom of choice, but we don't have a choice. There is no choice. When you take two people of the same establishment and throw them against one another, you're not voting on anybody. You're voting on who they want to be put in there. Whether it be Trump, whether it be Obama, whether it be Clinton, and Bush, and on down the line. I mean, then you take a good look at, say Rand Paul, or you take a look at, Congressman, what's his name? Something Trey something. I don't know. The dude from North Carolina on the Congress. But I mean, it's stuff like that. Just listen to what people are saying, and you'll get a good idea of what's going on. And then you can take a look at what they're doing with AI. And that's now. That's not history. That's now. And the false human-like, things that are, spewing onto our dinner tables and stuff like that. So, I mean, any movie that you watch, I mean, the truth is in there. It's in the movies. It's in the TV shows. I mean, as much as I don't watch TV, I still, I watch the movies, but, I mean, I listen to what people are saying that they watch, and, you take a show like Lucifer, and it's unbelievable that they take a symbol, that's been hated for so long, and now they're trying to turn around and make it look like, Satan is trying to save the world, and stuff like that. But I mean, they say that the rapture is coming, the second coming of Christ, or the third coming of Christ, however many comings he's had. Just know that what they're actually referring to, in my mind, is a Christ complex, something that's in you that you can bring out, and it's not so much religious as it is spiritual. So I mean, anything that's spiritual is healthy. Religion is not healthy. Politics is not healthy. I don't see a reason that our country, or any country for that matter, needs to feel like it needs to be governed and given their power away to people who you don't know, and all of a sudden, boom, you trust the fuck out of them. I think it's stupid, and I think it's a giant hoax, and it's just pretty much to enslave people, and people have been enslaved since the beginning of time. So it's time that people get together, and I mean, I would love to be a part of some group of people that are on YouTube, just talking about this stuff, and getting different perspectives on it, and getting the truth out there, because what one person's perspective on stuff may not be another perspective on another person. I mean, there is no right and wrong. That's a personal belief, and I have no belief, so I don't believe in anything. I think, and therefore I am. I don't use a belief system at all, because when you believe in something, that means you're taking in something that somebody else has regurgitated for truth without looking it up, without uh, any knowledge of it, of whatever it is. So I mean, everything has just gone wrong, and it's only going to get worse if people don't speak up, or have some groups. I mean, that's what we need. We need groups, to override this bullshit system. And if anybody would to look up the name Al Qaeda, you're going to know that it stands for base. And in the everyday language of Arab language, it means the base of a toilet. Okay, so when you hear Al Qaeda, just know it means the base of a toilet. Something you sit on. So it is just phenomenal, that the phrases that they come up with for these things, like ISIS. ISIS has been around since the dawn of time. I mean, and they use ISIS for everything. You know, and then you got Obama's "Yes We Can." If you play that backwards, it's "Thank You Satan." I mean, I've done it. You can download the app for backwards talk, and then just say "Yes we can, yes we can," and it'll say "Thank you Satan." And it's fucked up, man. It really is. It really is fucked up. But I'm sorry that I'm talking so fast and whatnot. But like I said, I'm on a limited time, and I don't know how much time this thing gives me. Right now, I'm at 12 minutes. So yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff, between the banking system, between the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution. I mean, everything. You know, uh, it's everything is like dramatized and falsified and misguiding and misleading and disinformation. To make it sound good to cherry, well, not cherry, but sugarcoat it, and you know, things like that and of that nature. So, yeah, with that, I leave you to ponder the thoughts. Maybe, I mean, if people want to leave comments, go for it. So it's all good. It's all good in the hood, right? Right? Yeah. There's another fucking stupid phrase that kids have. Um, the lingo is going down the drain. The English language is fucking pretty much abolished with all this stupid shit. So, thank you for listening. Talk to you later.